Hey guys, Saturday and tomorrow, of course, being the first day of the week, and you're welcome to join the 9 a.m. Sunday school meeting on Zoom. We look forward to seeing you at the church, not in the building, but at our church live broadcast at 10 a.m. There's Zoom meetings going on all week. You can jump in and out of them at any time that you want to. If you don't know how to get on them, let us know, and we'll make sure you get hooked up with one of those meetings. Hey, let me ask you this. You know what's more depressing than coronavirus in mid-April? Being stuck inside because you just got 3 inches of snow in mid-April. I texted my wife yesterday and I told her, the average high temperature today is supposed to be 57 degrees. Apparently the sun is social distancing itself, and the clouds caught the coronavirus and decided to sneeze all over us, right? All right, I get it. These videos are meant to be more of a pick you up than to make you feel worse during this time. So here's what I got for you today. We were looking at the post-resurrection appearances that Jesus made all week long. And we've already gone through him originally showing up and visiting with the ladies, and then the time when he met with the guys in Jerusalem, and we touched a little bit on his visit to Thomas, and that was when he went and visited with others in Galilee, including Peter and the fish and all that on the side of the seashore, and we went through that. But did you know that there is actually a verse, or maybe a short passage we could say, that gives a summary of all the visits that Jesus made after he came back to life? And it's found in 1 Corinthians in chapter 15 and verses, really the whole chapter, but we'll look at verses 3 to 8, and this is what it says. For what I received, Paul the writer says, what God told me, I passed it on to you as of first importance. And this is what it is. That Christ died for our sins according to the scriptures, that he was buried, and that he was raised on the third day according to the scriptures. We call that the gospel of Jesus Christ. That's what one needs to know and believe in order to be a follower of Christ. But he goes on to say in verse 5, and then he appeared to Cephas, that's Peter, and then to the 12. And after that, he appeared to more than 500 of the brothers and sisters at the same time, most of whom are still alive, Paul says, though some have fallen asleep. Then he appeared to James, and then to all the apostles. And last of all, Paul says, he appeared to me also as to one abnormally born. So that passage goes through what we know to be pretty much the entire list of appearances by Jesus after his resurrection. But why did Paul even bother telling us about that? Well, I think for this reason, to remind us of how real the resurrection is. That lots of people saw Jesus alive. And that confirms what Jesus did when he died on the cross to forgive our sins. Then he was buried. But after that, he kicked death right in the backside when he rose from the grave. And then he showed himself to tons of people so that everyone would know that Jesus Christ was alive. Hey, listen. If there's one thing today that should make you feel better about even something like Corona snow that you're stuck having to live with, it is this. Jesus Christ wins. He wins. He conquered death, and he conquers all the other garbage too. Now, I suppose if you're living somewhere in the country right now that didn't get the snow that I'm referencing, you might not be able to relate quite as much to what I'm talking about here. But you still relate with how incredibly difficult and annoying things can be at times. Put your eyes on the fact that Jesus Christ is able to conquer whatever it is that is holding you down. If Jesus Christ has the keys that can unlock death through belief in him, then he certainly has the keys that can unlock whatever chains are holding you down. Just believe in him. Believe him. And then fully rely on him to carry you through. And the things of earth that are holding you down will grow strangely dim. You think on that today. We'll see you tomorrow morning.